Shalom, shalom.
Shalom.
I want to start off by giving all praises to the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakadash. I am the brother Napak, and with me I got
Brother Zaquan.
and we're from the Camp Prophets in Babylon down here in Tampa, Florida. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. Peace and blessings unto the hopeful elect listening in. And we just want to get into a short, quick lesson. The brother pulled up on me. We're doing a walk and talk, so if you hear us, walking in the background. But we're going to call this lesson, you become a true man, once you enter into this truth. Or somewhere around those lines, But, the Spirit just hopped up upon us brothers to be able to, or upon this brother, to give us this title, to get in this topic, because ultimately, when you're in the world, when you're being of the world, before you came of this truth, you were still considered a child. No matter if you're 50, no matter if you're 30, 40, you're still considered a child because you don't have the true wisdom and true knowledge of the scriptures. All right. And that's what give you your true maturity. Quick precept, the wisdom your age is determined by the wisdom. I think that's how it go. Real quick.
Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai the Lord doesn't look upon us as how we view each other, in this flesh. The Lord's looking at spirits, okay, and He's looking at the wisdom these spirits are obtaining. Okay, so like the brother was going into and saying, you could be up to 50 years old and you still could be considered a child within the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay, you're not fully a true man yet until you come into this understanding instead of the truth. Ultimately serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai.
Let me see. Ooh, I'm trying to get straight into it. Damn, I can't even find it.
You can't find that, but I could.
Yeah, go ahead, bring it up. All right, hold on, I got it. Salakia. It says, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 9. It says, but wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age. All right, so wisdom is the gray hair of a man, And when you get this knowledge, the true wisdom, all right, because, you have wisdom in many other different things. You not have knowledge upon many other different things, but the true wisdom, that is a gray hair unto you, man. All right. People, you have your so-called elders, of this world, they got a head full of gray hair, man. But they still do childish things like, wearing PJs and eating pork and all these different things, little PJ onesies and shit, acting like a child, man. Being as a child, still being childish, man. All right.
In the spirit.
Yeah. So, it's all really based off, the wisdom, man. All right. You can be older than someone, all right, with your age, with your carnal age, but spiritually, that man could be older than you with wisdom, man. All right. He know a lot more. He actually has wisdom that can change his life. All right. And you got a lot of these older guys, they've been sticking upon this JC juice, Christianity and all these different bullshit philosophies and religions, that's all they know, man. All right. So they don't really follow the Bible according to how it's supposed to be followed, man. So yeah, it says, but the wisdom is the gray hair unto men. All right. So that's what determines, you as a, older person, man. All right. But if you want to get into that.
I want to grab this in the book of 1 Corinthians chapter 13 and verse 11. It says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. I understood as a child. I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away childish things. Right, And when I was a child, considering when you're not in this truth, you're likened unto a child, man. Okay? And when you came into the truth, you came into the understanding. You understand your offenses. You understand where you fell short in the spirit. Okay? You understood how to move past that and grow through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. Okay?
That's right.
And the scripture goes on to say, when I was a child, I spake as a child and understood as a child. Okay? So there was a time period for that to where you were a child, but what? Eventually, every little boy has to become a man. It says, I thought as a child, but when I became a man, I put away childish things. All right, when you become a man, you have to put away childish things. Like the brother was going into, these older Jakes, all right, they're still stuck on that JC juice, still eating crab, pork, shrimp, and lobster, okay? In the spirit, you're likened unto a child, okay? But brothers that serving Yahweh Shem Yahushai, they put away those things, okay? And they put their life on the line first and say, hey, I'm gonna serve you how about Shem Shai. Started becoming a man and ultimately fearing the Lord. Okay, and that's how your brothers were able to grow in this thing.
Yeah. Hey, that's a mature mindset, man. That's what you consider a real mature mindset and spirit, because not a lot of people out here are ready to die for what they believe in. Not a lot of people are ready to endure, torment in hell for what they believe in, So that's what you call true maturity, man. Once we come to this thing, we understand how serious it is. All right, that's why the scripture says, examine yourself, for whether you be in the faith. All right, so each and every day we examine ourselves and understand, if we're not serious about this thing, the Lord can destroy us, man. And that's what the fear is. That's what the fear is, man. And you understand, man, I'm not even being serious right now, man. The Lord can take me out right now if he wanted to, And it's constantly on our heads and our minds, and we're constantly thinking about it because we have fear for the Lord, man. All right, and that's what, if you can hold that real quick. That's what this get into is Ecclesiastes chapter 12 and verse 13 says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. All right. So we fear in the Lord and we're keeping his commandments to our best of our ability. This is the whole duty of a man. All right. This is what you're supposed to do as a man, and not just as any ordinary man, but a man of the Lord, man. All right. We put our fear into the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We're keeping his commandments to the best of our abilities, man. All right. Lord say, stop eating pork, crab, shrimp, and lobster. We stop it. We're done with that, man. All right. Those things are childish, man. You got to understand the commandments and laws are life, man. All right. The Lord gave us these commandments, laws, statutes, and commandments, for us to live. All right. Because everything else, is death. The wickedness of this world, that's all death, man. It only leads you into death. So once you're in the scriptures, once you're doing the law, statutes, commandments to the best of your ability, you're saving yourself, man. All right, you're saving yourself from living in a deadly mindset. Because this is literally what Jake are right now. 2/3 Jakes, are just dead man walking, man. Dead man walking, man. Because they don't really have this knowledge, this truth, and the faith. And they're missing, the light. They're missing the light, man. All right, but as the brother was getting into, what Paul was speaking, he says, when I was a child, I spake as a child. He did things as a child. He did childish things, man. But when he became a man, that's when he started coming into this truth. That's when you start learning the knowledge. All right, that's when you become a true man. When you come into this knowledge, you come into this truth because you're changing your ways, man. You're disciplining yourself. All right, when you come to this truth, you're constantly disciplining yourself no matter what, and you have to. All right, if you come to this thing without disciplining yourself, you're going to fall out. All right, if you come to this thing prideful, you're going to fall out. All right, so we humble ourselves, we take L's, we discipline ourselves to change our ways, the ways of the bodies, of these fleshly bodies, for the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, out of the fear of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua, out of the faith of the Lord, man.
Hey, you hear what that brother said, we had to make sacrifices and do certain things to serve Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's a part of becoming a man, because when you become a man, you have to make sacrifices for a lot of things. But we're doing this for Yahweh Shem Yahushua, all right? And this is why, you can't be a child and serve the Lord, because a child is not equipped enough to serve the Lord, man. Yep. A man. Okay, so the Lord isn't gonna skip through that order and just start and deal with children. No, the Lord deals with men. Okay.
Salakia, on my end of the video, it stopped, but I'm restarting it back up because I got a call. But as the brother was saying, if you was done speaking on that.
I was just saying, the order how it's set up. All right, the men are before the children. Okay, so the Lord is dealing with men. The Lord isn't going to skip down to the order and just deal with children and skip past the men. No. Yeah. So you have to become a man first before you can deal with Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yeah.
Okay? And that's the biggest part of this truth. Exactly. It's literally becoming a man, because, brothers think about spiritual power and certain things. You're not going to just acquire that by being a child in this thing, man. All right? The Lord is going to give that power to a responsible man of Yahweh Shem Yahushua.
Yep.
Okay?
Exactly. The Lord give the knowledge unto the man he feels worthy. We don't choose this path, man. This path is not chosen on our own. The Lord chose us out of this world, to walk on this path, to walk on this, the true light, because that's what it is, man. That's what, and if it's a little windy, it's like I say, we're doing the walk and talk. But yeah, man, the Lord chosen us out of this world to do the things of the Lord, man, to do the things of this truth, to do things of the light, man. All right. And Jake is not able to do that. That's why they're not able to obtain this wisdom and knowledge, this understanding, is because they're not able to do that, man. They're not able to come into this truth, not able to come into the light because they're not able to put off the childish things of the world. All right? They're not able to put away the childish things of the world. No matter how much, you know, Jake can tell you, oh, you don't know this, you too young. You don't know this, you too young. You know, at the end of the day, you know way more things that are way more valuable in life than he does, man. All right? At the end of the day, this truth, this true wisdom and knowledge, you know, it abounds everything that you learn in this world, man. All right? So that nigga just been learning, you know, bullshit for 40 years of his fucking life. All right? And you're learning true knowledge, godly wisdom, man. All right?
Half that man's age.
Exactly, man.
The
you
Lord,
know,
if I may add, you know, the Lord is dealing with men half the age of most of these adults.
Yeah.
That you would say nowadays, man.
Exactly.
Okay? You got brothers coming into the truth, you know, young as 15, 16, and so on forth. Majority of the brothers on the line, you know, they're about under
30, man.
30 in the flesh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, so the Lord is dealing with the younger men. Okay, he's not dealing with these older jakes that their minds are already too far gone.
Yeah.
Seared with a hot iron, man.
Yeah.
The Lord is looking for the youth, the youthful, the babes, the young men. Okay, the young men that's gonna come up and serve him and be bold as a lion.
Exactly. And you know, not saying, because you know Jake will always twist up your fucking words and shit, but not saying, you know, that elder guy can't come into this truth, because he can also get, you know, the truth. You know, if the Lord is able to give it to that man, you know, and all praises, you know. But the Lord is not going to gift godly wisdom until Nigard, man. Lord's not going to give this wisdom, you know, that's far above this earth, that's far above the things of this earth, until a Nigard, man. All right, all he do is eat, sleep, shit, and have sex, man. Lord's not going to give those Nigards this godly wisdom, man. All right, Lord chosen a select few. All right, a elect number, man. All right, and he's dealing with those men. He's dealing with those men in the 1/3, man. All right, other than you know, Jake, man, the Lord's not going to choose you to come into this knowledge, man. And honestly, Jake don't really give a damn. But when it comes to that time, they're going to understand why they should have gave a damn, man. All right, but it's going to be a little bit too late, you know. So like I said, man, you know, let us hit the whole conclusion of the matter. You know, it's to fear and keep the commandments of the Lord to the best of your ability, and that's the whole duty of a man. That's the whole duty. That's what makes you a man in this thing, man, in this world. All right, niggas think, you know, they getting some cheeks. You know, they start paying rent or they start paying bills. Now they're a man. You know, but no, man.
There's more to it.
There's way more to it, man. There's a lot way more to it, man. But Jake ain't gonna understand it, man. You know, Jake ain't gonna really comprehend it because they can't comprehend this knowledge. Children can't comprehend grown folks talking. They when children listen to grown folks talking, they just be like, what the hell? And then they try to make fun of it, or they try to jump in and be like, no, man, this is grown folks talking. You know, they never truly understand because they're children. Until they get older and they become, you know, a little bit older, they can understand what they're talking about then. You know, but Jake can't understand this. They can't understand this this truth, man. All right, because they're still children in the spirit. All right.
Hey, you finish that. I'm gonna grab this.
Go ahead.
It's the book of John, chapter 4 and verse 24. It says, Yahweh is a spirit, and they that worship him must worship him in spirit and in truth.
Yeah.
And the reason I grabbed that is because, you know, like going on to what I said before, a child is not going to be able to worship the Lord how he's supposed to. All right, the Lord is dealing with men. Okay, so brothers have to really step up in the spirit. Okay, actually get your house in order. Okay, and seek after your Bashim Yahushua. The Lord is going to deal with you like a man. Okay, not like a child, because in this truth, you have trials and tribulations. Okay, then you might have days that you're up and days that you're down.
Yep.
When a child is having a good day, okay, a child is happy. When a child is having a bad day, a child is going to sit there and pout. But what is a man supposed to do? Through the good and bad days, they keep the faith in your Bashim Yahushua.
Yeah. Hey, man, niggas nowadays are emotional, man. All right, this truth tell us, you know, when you come to this thing, man, let go of your mortal thoughts, man. All right, because there's going to be a lot of bullshit you're going to have to take, man. All right, and in the day, you know, the Lord was getting, you know, patch pulled out his beard. You think a modern day nigga can handle that today? Hell no, man. All right, and the Lord is building up his men of the men of the Lord to be able to handle that today, man. All right, getting our minds right, letting go of the mortal thoughts, those emotions of men. All right, so we can, you know, be prepared for the times to come. Because the times to come is not for no child, man. All right, only niggas that's gonna be getting destroyed in them times is those childish ass, 2/3 ass niggas that couldn't understand and comprehend this truth.
Hey, you know, like that's a beautiful point the brother said, because when this all comes down the pipe and Jacob's trouble hit, all right, women and children are going to need to cleave up to a man. All right,
Mhm.
they're going to need men in those times. All right,
Mhm.
and not just any old two-third nigger, man. All right, you need a man of the Lord. Is the point. All right.
Yep.
You know, and that's why we keen in on the fear of Yahweh Shem Shai, because the Lord is only going to deal with you, or you fear Him.
Yep.
And a man is going to fear.
Yeah.
Okay, a man is going to be capable and understand enough. Okay, I have to fear Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, not be like these children in these churches. Oh, God is all love. He's coming with open arms. No, can't be simple in this thing, man.
Mhm.
And that's why the Lord is also dealing with men, because men are logical. A man is going to stop, think, use his head, and say, okay, this is right and this is wrong. Okay, and the Lord is looking for men of discernment, men who's going to fear Him, and overall, a man that's going to step up and be bold as a lion for Yahweh Shem Shai.
That's
A child and a woman can't do that.
Yep. Come on, man. You know, the brother said it, you know, to the team, man. All right? A child and a woman can't do that, man. A child and a woman can't come into this knowledge, man. Or, you know, unless they're under a man of the Lord. All right? That woman's going to have to seek a man of the Lord, you know. And the Lord's going to be, if it be of the Lord, man, the Lord's going to gift that woman with a man of the Lord to guide her in them days, man. A woman's not going to be able to struggle on by herself. A child's not going to be able to struggle on by herself in them days, man. You know, so how much more for these niggers, man? These 2/3 jakes, man. These grown-ass men, you know, that's still over getting ponytails in their head and shit, and dreads in their head and shit, you know. And they getting, they shaving their beards and shit, man. This is the days that we're in.
A whole bunch of madness, man.
Yeah, where, you know, you got 2/3 Jake, man. They're in a whole bunch of madness, man. They're in an effeminate mindset, man. All right, wearing dresses, you know.
Hey, that's a beautiful point. The brother said that, not to get off the topic, but you know, you have this thing right now circling around of this. I want to say, you know, these two dudes together, Charles and Netta or something like that, man.
Mhm.
Okay, and effeminate niggas like that, man, they not gonna make it, man. Okay, effeminate niggas like that, the Lord aren't looking for men like that.
Yeah.
Okay, that's why brothers keyed in on specifics on what Yahweh Shem Shai is looking for.
Sure.
Not just because you have, you know, a rod and testicles between your legs, man. No, the Lord is looking for real men through the Spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, real men who's gonna actually serve Him and put their life on the line for Yahweh Shem Shai.
Yeah. And when you come to this truth, the Lord's gonna build that out of you, man. All right, this truth is gonna build a man into you, man. Or it's either gonna break you or it's gonna make you, man. It's gonna break you into being the strange little crybaby little bitch that you was in the world, or it's gonna make you into a man of the Lord, an honorable man of the Lord, man. It's gonna be admired in those times to come, you know. But you got any more scriptures?
That was it.
That was it.
Point.
You know, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the hopeful elect, the ones listening in. You know, once again, I want to give our praises to the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Peace and blessings. Shalom, Akim.
Shalom.